Hi, folks. Wondering why you're receiving the September manager's message in October? Simple. I got behind the eight ball. At this time of year, I imagine you know this feeling well. The overloaded truck is chugging down the dirt road at top speed, and in the rear view mirror, you can see the fruit falling off the truck with every bump in the road. So what do? No, I don't mean what you should do or what would be most effective. I mean, what do you actually do? So often, the first thing we do, before we even realize we're doing it, is to tighten up, clamp down, get that urgent, maybe panicky sound in our voice, and otherwise try to get control of the sucker. So, the people around us tighten up too. They get more urgent and reactive. They get that sound in their voices and that uh-oh look in their walk. And like a super contagious virus, it isn't long before everyone is on edge, snippy, reactive, and just trying to get control of the sucker. And it all started with you. When I was a kid, we lived near the Indianapolis 500 race car track. I was a big fan of A.J. Foyt, and I remember being fascinated to learn that in order not to crash and burn at 200 miles an hour, you had to keep a light touch on the steering wheel. When you are going that fast, every part of your being wants to clamp down on the steering wheel. It doesn't matter that doing so is the fastest route to a fiery crash. Until you learn better, sometimes the hard way, holding on tighter is the body's survival response. No, to drive a vehicle at that speed, you have to lean back, breathe easy so you can take it all in and respond in fractions of a second. You have to lighten your touch so you can feel the road, hear what the car is telling you, and respond to every nuance of the ride. And so it is with you, the leader, when things get hairy. Every part of you wants to clamp down, and that is exactly your cue to lean back, breathe easy, and lighten your touch so you can respond to the nuance of what's happening. This too is contagious. When you breathe, everybody starts to breathe. Everyone starts to lighten their touch so they can be more alert, curious, and adaptable. All because you led. You went first. So, how do you become A.J. Foyt instead of some forgotten driver who held on too tight? I could list many steps here, but let's focus on just two. First, intent. On the way into work, set the intention to maintain a light touch and focus on doing what works instead of what satisfies that urge to hold on tight. And second, breathe. This is a biggie. To breathe, you must pause. And once you pause, you can bring that consciousness and intention to the forefront. Breath is your path to leaning back, surveying the scene, and see the real problems and the real strengths that can be employed to solve those problems. The rest, as any race car driver will tell you, is practice. You've been practicing those hold on and hope for the best survival instincts for a long time. But breath and intent are powerful tools to master a new response. Your team will thank you, and you will be well on your way to becoming one of those leaders, the ones others strive to be. Do you have a fellow leader who you trust and see or work with often? Let them know that you're going to practice keeping a lighter touch and ask them to be your accountability partner. Let each other know when you see the other tightening up and holding on too tight. This can be a look, a cue you agree to, or some phrase that triggers you to pause, breathe, and remember your intention. I'll see you later this month.